Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Karen with Naturally with Karen. I'm here with a little karma candle, offering to help you to relax and unwind. You might have had a really long day. You might have had a day where you had, unplanned events, stressful events. It might have been that you feel a little bit despairing. You might feel anxious or depressed. It's Tuesday night, although you might be watching this another day, and that's okay because you can always use this to relax and unwind. But bless up, Kim. Good to see you. I I wanted to do a form of a guided meditation, and for a great many years, I've led people into guided meditation so they can relax a little bit when they get on the table to do a session with me. See if I can get a little more light because it looks a little darker than I thought. There we go. Yeah, okay. So I have my karma candle here, okay, and I got a little cup of tea. I had a good full day with some clients. So what I'm going to ask you to do is it's going to be a little bit of a yoga guided meditation. Is just take a moment and put yourself in a space where you can either sit down comfortably on the floor or you can lay down on your back. You can lay down on your bed. You can lay down on a yoga mat. You can do any of those things. You can lay down if you have a massage table in your house. And what you're going to do is first come into a child's pose where you come down and you're almost sitting, on your knees. And you're going to come down all the way into child's pose where the third eye point on your forehead, if you're able to, is touching the floor. And if this feels like something that's too much, then just stay with me and skip that part for right now. But in any event, you could also just lay on your back and you could just take this nice journey with me, with us, whoever wants to join us at whatever time that you want. You could use this during a lunch break. You could use this any night of the week when you feel like you just need to feel like you're connecting with someone and have peace. If you have access to a 5 or a 10-pound sandbag, if you're familiar with Egyptian Kemetic yoga, you can come into mummy pose by laying flat on your back and placing a sandbag right over just below the rib cage notch. And what you're going to do is take the right hand over the left side, and you're going to take the left hand over the right side so that the thumbs can actually make a channel for just a moment. They can make a circuit, and then you're going to place them back, let them make a circuit for just a moment, which is a way of saying, I love myself, I take care of myself, I honor myself. Make that circuit there for a minute. See what I'm doing with my thumbs? Okay. Now you're going to come back, rest the palms over the chest, lay down flat on your back. And I know from many years of doing massage that frequently I have to bring people's neck back down. Ultimately, what I want you to do is be able to lay down with a flat neck on the back. We do have a curvature, and some people have a little bit more than others, but take a moment, and if you start to feel your chin going up, bring it back down. Bring it down so that you've got a nice flat neck. Now, either way is fine. You can do this way. You can do the other way. I tend to typically have my left hand on top. Okay. And we're going to lay in mummy pose. If that's comfortable, lay on your back in mummy pose with the hands over, or if you want to make the circuit, you can do that. Okay. We're going to breathe in really deeply from your nose. If it's comfortable, breathe in only through your nose and not through your mouth, which is very drying. We want to keep our body nice and moist, and we want to keep our breath coming in and out through the nose. So we're going to do the rule of 4 breathing, just to breathe in nice and deeply. That's number 1. Number 2 is we're going to hold the breath. Hold it in to the count of 4. And we're going to release the breath to the count of 4. Okay? We're going to release that out while you stay in your mummy pose. Your eyes are nice and closed. Your breath is nice and long. I want you to notice for a moment as you lay there that you are giving yourself absolute permission to come into a place of peace, a place that is different than sleep, a place where breathing and being are where you are and what you focus on. And that as you start to have any mind chatter, that you tell yourself in the kindest way possible, not now. I'll take care of that later. I often give a symbol as if I close that door to my treatment room when my clients are laying on the table. And I say, everything outside of that door, leave it out there, because as you leave and you get ready to go about your day, you can pick it back up again. So take a moment and note that and say to yourself, anything that's bothering me right now, I'm going to leave it aside. Stay in your mummy pose. Do your nice, long, relaxed breathing through your nose. And then try to keep the neck so that the chin isn't going up, but that the chin stays down nice and flat on your yoga mat or your bed, the floor on some blankets or a sleeping bag, whatever the case may be. As you're doing that and you're bringing your chin down so the neck is nice and straight, as straight as it can be, as flat as it can be on the floor, you're breathing nice and deeply. I want you to notice all of the muscles in your face. I've already got Fire asleep. He's already passed out now. He's relaxed. You're going to notice that the jaw all around your eyes begins to soften. The jaw begins to release and relax. The jaw gets a little bit of slack in it, and it just lets go of any of the tension that comes with awakening, the tension that comes sometimes with our families, our children, our jobs, our coworkers. Move the jaw back and forth a little bit and let the tension out. Notice how that feels, and then let go of any tension where you would swallow in your throat, your esophagus, your thyroid. Even if you want to bring your hands up for a moment and just kind of give a message, a cue with your own hands to say, oh, yeah, I'm just going to slow down. Okay? You could even bring the hands up a little higher in your mummy pose, just to sort of touch in on your central branch and let it relax. I want you to now focus on your shoulders. The shoulders are the mind-body area of carrying burdens and stress, carrying too much on our shoulders. So let that go. Just let it ease. Let your shoulders lay back on the table and feel how good that feels to just drop them instead of them being up so high. Notice if they're getting up towards your ears and bring them down. Okay, just bring them down. Probably put a candle over here. Bring them down so that they're nice and down and relaxed instead of up, up, and up. Notice that they're down. Draw in that nice deep breath. Hold it for a moment and release out. Notice the heart and the chest area. Take a moment because the heart is working all day long while you sleep, working and working for you with electricity, pumping, doing what it needs to do. So release out through your heart, slow it down. Just like you can take your blood pressure down through biofeedback, you can actually, as you're breathing in mummy pose, slow down your heart. Just slow it down. Also take and notice your belly by even moving your hands to left hand to your heart, the right hand to your belly. And feel the belly rise and the belly will fall. The belly will rise and the belly will fall. What ends up happening during our day is we go into this upper chest breathing, shallow breathing, and we really want to encourage resting the heart, resting the chest, slowing down the blood pressure intentionally, using our mind and our third eye, and breathing by moving the belly up and down so that we're oxygenating the body fully and not doing just shallow chest breathing. Send a wave of warm energy through the shoulders, down through the arms, and out through the fingers. As you're laying, send that wave of energy out and down through the arms, past the elbows. So if you're laying there with your eyes closed, there's no need to have to watch the video. You can listen to the video, and you can do this so that you can lay down on a nice mat or a bed or the floor, on the lawn. You can listen to it through your phone, and you can take some time to just slow down using a candle at night instead of a lot of bright lights. I turned mine on just so you can see me, but it's a little dim. We got the karma candle here. So you can light a candle and you can do this. You're going to now send that wave of warm relaxation down into the belly, down into your hips. Let the hips release and relax. You can even take your hands and your palms and just kind of feel the outside of the hips and the thighs, just lightly rubbing them. Release and relax your thighs by giving them a little bit of a tightening and then letting them go. A little bit of a tightening and letting them go. So you're sending a very clear message to release and relax. Warm wash and wave of gentle energy over the tops of the knees and over the shins, which have all of our liver points and spleen, down into our ankles. The ankles are working so hard for us during the day, keeping us flexible and helping us to walk and get everywhere. Give them a moment to send that warm energy through, over and through the ankles, down into the feet, and out through the toes. Okay? So just feel how good that feels. It's late at night here, and I know there's been many times in life where it was just really good to feel like you were connecting with someone else, where you could actually just let go for a little bit and have someone help you with a guided meditation. So give yourself an opportunity to lay there and breathe and feel how good it feels to just let the body be awake, relaxed, and no anxiety, no depression, just smooth sailing. I want you to notice that your entire scalp, with all of its receptors we call hair, is released and relaxed. You can even feel the energy around your head, right? I can feel it just taking your hands. Feel that energy around your head for a moment, just like I'm doing, okay? If it feels weird to you, if it feels like, what on earth is she doing? Just try it. Just come into a calm space and you will feel the field that is around your head, the field that's been proven many, many times by HeartMath, by Lynn McTaggart, by Greg Braden, by me, by a great many people who've known about this field like I have since the early 60s, who were taught as young children, as I was, that of course we're energy. We're energy in motion. Okay? So use this time, even if you replay this several times a week at night, to get in touch with your own field. Feel it. You can literally feel it once you activate your field through the mummy pose, through releasing out the tension of the day and quieting the mind. Take the music out, take the TV out, shut the phone off, get yourself a little candle, turn all the bright lights off, which I turned on just so you could see me. And start getting into the habit that when you're home, you're done with work or school, or you're done with your day, start dusking your home and using candles as non-toxic as possible. And unwind. You don't need to watch the news. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to watch all the horror movies. You need to connect. You need to take care of yourself. You need to love yourself and give yourself the ability for self-care, nurture, and nourishment, the kind that we really need, so that we go to sleep and balance our circadian rhythm through sleeping ideally by 10 p.m., laying down, putting the blue screen down, or listening to Relax and Unwind together, and put it down and listen to it, or put in earbuds on, lay down on your yoga mat, and really start to make a plan of action so that your daily habits includes unwinding. We do it as humans. We need to do it with our canine or feline or equine companions that live around us, especially since we have the smart meters and all these other things. So let this be a very sacred union with yourself, with your higher power, with God, with nature, with Allah, with Buddha, with your partner, whatever it is for you. We're going to just bring the shoulders down. We're going to relax and unwind. And we're going to lay there and breathe and release out tension. And through doing that, you will notice your pain, your headaches, your cysts, your cramps, your arguments, your disagreements, your relationships are going to get better and better and better, because you are going to be giving yourself something that you need, that you've been missing, which is connection with you, with yourself. So this is my gift to you. Try to continue with your breathing, releasing and relaxing. Even if you've had a really busy day, I think we're at 22 minutes. You can give yourself 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then when you go to lay down to sleep, you're going to sleep better, especially if you don't eat for hours. You don't do the caffeine during the day. Eventually, your habits are going to get better and better and better. So I'm going to send you love and understanding. The world is not always easy. Life is not always easy. It's not easy for us elders. It's not easy for you youngers. It's not easy for the babies, the squirrels, the dogs. But together, we rise. So I'm going to go get ready myself to sleep, and I hope that this has been helpful and or will continue to be helpful for you. And I send you all nice warm hugs and love. Good night.